Hi, my name is Dr. Emily Splichal, functional podiatrist and human movement specialist. Did you know that the shoes that we put on our child can greatly impact their neuro brain development as well as their motor coordination? So there are 3 features that I want to go over that are necessary for optimizing foot function and motor development. That first feature is going to be having minimal cushion in a shoe. Now, when we have cushion in a shoe, it starts to damp and take away the sensory information when we walk. Now, for maximal motor coordination and development, you want your foot and the thousands of nerves that are found in the bottom of the feet to be able to read, feel, and interpret the environment that the child is walking on. So the less cushion in a shoe, the maximal the sensory stimulation the child will be experiencing. The second feature you want to look for is to have one that is zero drop or flat. Now, there's a term that's referred to as heel-toe drop. This has to do with the distance between the heel and then how it declines into the front of the foot. Now, by having a drop in a shoe, you actually start to tighten the calves, Achilles tendon, and the structures around the ankle. In a developing child, we want to make sure that they can optimize their natural flexibility and range of motion. So looking for the flat, zero drop shoes is going to optimize the natural range of motion in that developing child. The third feature you want to look for is the level of support. Now, for a child, I like to recommend having freedom of movement. So you want to have no stiffness in a shoe. Can you spread, splay, and twist the foot in a natural way? Typically, more supportive shoes will have what's called a counter. So there's stiffness in the back of the heel. There will be stiffness through the bottom of the shoe or the midsole, preventing any flexibility of the foot. Now, what's important is that as the child moves, spreads, and splays, all of that natural flexibility is actually stimulating nerves that are found in the muscles and in the connective tissue. We always want to try to have maximal flexibility, natural range of motion, maximal sensory stimulation. Now, a shoe that I was introduced to and that I recommend to my patients and that my 2-year-old daughter absolutely loves are those by 2 Tiny Feet. Now you can see that the shoes by 2 Tiny Feet have all of these features. There's minimal cushion, zero drop or flat, and full flexibility of range of motion. So these shoes by 2 Tiny Feet are supporting the natural development, motor coordination, and neurostimulation for a developing child. To learn more about 2 Tiny Feet shoes, please go to 2tinyfeet.com. That is the number 2tinyfeet.com.